Okay, so here's the Trane for the springtime. I just got it starting up. I'm gonna do a startup shutdown today. Usually I do that. It's like, I'm gonna have to check the time after I end the video, but it's like somewhere like around 3 in the afternoon, maybe 4. I could be wrong, but it's probably like 3 or 4. Grilling right now, but I don't usually do a spring video of it. So here it is in the spring. I did a fall video of it back in October, but here it is finally revisit again after half a year later in the next cooling season. So here it is on for 2026. This is my first time here in 2026. It's very nice and quiet, very well installed. I can tell it's level. It's honestly, the fan is a little loud on it, but no one has really cleaned it much, because look at that. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, it's not the cleanest. But yeah, and then that classic Trane lubricant that they put on there. So yeah, it sounds like a good one. Of course, it's not gonna completely sound the best at every single time, but it's gonna sound pretty good. But anyways, look at this. So it's yeah, I'm just gonna tell you now, this month it turned 13 years old. Isn't that crazy? It turned 13 this month. Because look at the month. April. If that usually is the case, it was probably either installed in 2014 or maybe late 2013, or it was probably actually installed in May of 2013, because that's usually is the earliest you can install it after manufacturers, a month after it's been made. I think that's usually how it is. You don't usually get something that you don't usually install a unit that's made in the same month. Usually it takes a month to distribute, I think. But it's very quiet and very nice sounding. It does well. This unit hasn't had much sun, so its Trane logo is still perfectly here. Here's the line. Oh, yeah, we're grilling, so that's gonna be there. It's dripping cold, which is always a good thing to hear. Yeah, it's not the cleanest, but yeah, we're good. Got all the lines back here. No reversing valve. It's not a heat pump. But it's fine. Over here, the yard. The sunset for y'all. There. It's a nice big yard. I love it. But yeah. And I'll show you guys. The sun angle is kind of cool. There's this tree blocking it, but that's okay. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna show you something over here. And just feel this line. Here's the refrigerant line on this side. You can actually hear it a little bit if you put it up close enough, but it's just very, very cold. Very, very nice and cold. And yeah, this is the refrigerant line. Yeah, it runs all the way from the unit. Yeah, it runs all the way from the unit under this deck around that corner to where we just were. So isn't that cool? But yeah, anyways, hopefully I haven't yapped too much. I probably spent like 5 minutes just talking about this thing. It's been a while since I've last been here. But yeah. Actually, to tell you something that I just fixed up. These bricks were actually falling over, and it was actually making a rattling noise. Like you may have heard once. And then I found out why. It's because of these. It's like this back was rattling a little bit. Because it was leaning over to the left like this, so like that, or to make the unit actually look like it's leaning to the left. Anyways, but yeah, I'm this startup shutdown. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching, and over and out. Let's do the shutdown now.